every massive 2000s fad that was actually a giant scam. 1. Crazy frog ringtones. Remember that beding-ding-dingy sound that haunted every school hallway in 2005? The Crazy Frog ringtone wasn't just annoying, it was a 40 million pound scam machine. Jamster charged you £3 per week for what they called a free ringtone, but you were actually signing up for a subscription you couldn't cancel. Hundreds of thousands of teenagers watched their parents' phone bills explode, and by the time anyone noticed, the company had already cashed out. That pixelated frog made more money than most record labels that year. And you thought your mom was mad about that phone bill? Wait until you hear what they did with text messages next. 2. SMS subscription traps. Picture this. You're 13, your Nokia 3310 buzzes, and suddenly you're getting free horoscopes, jokes, or football scores. What you didn't know? Each message cost £1.50, and you were billed monthly until you figured out how to cancel a service you never signed up for. The terms were buried in microscopic text, and customer service numbers either didn't work or kept you on hold for hours. By 2006, UK watchdogs had to step in because the complaints were unmanageable. Your allowance disappeared one text at a time. But at least it was just pocket money. The next scam targeted your actual computer. 3. Fake antivirus pop-ups. You're browsing Neopets on Windows XP and suddenly, bam, a red warning flashes. Your computer is infected. Your heart drops. You click, you download, you enter your dad's credit card. That antivirus was malware, and you just paid $50 to destroy your own family desktop. These Scareware pop-ups mimicked Norton, McAfee, even Microsoft itself, and they infected millions of computers between 2005 and 2009. Some victims paid hundreds calling fake support numbers that never fixed anything. You can still hear that dial-up screech in your nightmares, right? But that was child's play compared to the celebrities who got involved next. 4. Celebrity diet pill scams. Oh, the 2000s, when every magazine cover promised you could lose 30 pounds in 30 days with one magic pill. Sensa, Lean Spa, HCG Diet Direct, they used fake endorsements from Adele, Victoria Beckham, even Oprah to sell worthless supplements. The FTC finally shut them down in 2014, forcing a $34 million settlement, but by then, they'd already stolen from hundreds of thousands of desperate people. Think about your aunt, your older sister, maybe even your mom. Someone you loved probably spent their paycheck on these lies. The worst part? The companies knew it didn't work and sold it anyway. At least diet pills only emptied your wallet. The next scheme emptied entire careers. If your brain is already short-circuiting, there's a full timeline map in the description. Let's keep going. 5. Multi-level marketing pyramids. Herbalife, Amway, Avon, they told you that you could be your own boss and work from home. What they didn't tell you? 99% of distributors lost money, and the only people getting rich were the ones at the very top. The FTC hit Herbalife with a $200 million settlement in 2016 after decades of misleading income claims. You watched your college roommate drop out to sell products, only to end up $5,000 in debt with a garage full of unsold shakes. These weren't businesses. They were legal pyramid schemes that exploited friendships and family trust. But hey, at least it was domestic. The next scam came from across the ocean. 6. Nigerian prince email scams. Dear friend, I am Prince Mohammed from Nigeria, and I need your help to transfer $15 million. We laugh now, but these 419 scams stole billions throughout the 2000s, and some people actually fell for it. The emails were crude, full of typos, but they worked because they targeted loneliness, greed, and desperation all at once. The FBI seized 2,000 cell phones, hundreds of computers, and $265,000 in cash from just one operation in 2005. Victims wired their life savings, took out loans, even mortgaged their homes, thinking they were days away from riches. You probably still have one of these emails in your spam folder. But email scams were predictable. The next one came with winning tickets. 7. Fake lottery scams. Congratulations! You've won the Spanish lottery! You didn't enter. You don't live in Spain, but suddenly you're a millionaire, right? All you had to do was pay the processing fees, $500 here, $2,000 there, before they released your winnings. By the time you realized there was no lottery, you'd already sent tens of thousands to people who didn't exist. These scams targeted elderly people specifically, draining retirement accounts and leaving families devastated. Some victims never recovered financially or emotionally. They trusted a letter that looked official. At least lottery scams ended when the money ran out, but the final scam on this list? It nearly destroyed the American economy. Number 8. Enron corporate fraud. December 2, 2001, Enron files for bankruptcy, and $74 billion in shareholder value vanishes overnight. At its peak in 2000, Enron stock traded at $90.75 per share. By October 2001, $0.26. Executives cashed out millions while employees lost their pensions, their jobs, their entire futures. This wasn't a mistake. It was systematic accounting fraud designed to hide debt and inflate profits for years. Auditors, lawyers, bankers, they all knew and they all stayed silent. Thousands of families were ruined, and the people responsible? Most never spent a single day in prison. We survived dial-up, pop-ups, pyramid schemes, and corporate fraud. The 2000s didn't just test our patience. They tested whether we'd make it to 2010 with anything left.